Hello, everyone. Welcome to a new episode of hashtag Playing Together. And we have a mystery guest. You can switch on your video if you want, Ari. Oh,
Okay.
yeah.
Yeah, he will be here in a second, hopefully.
Okay.
Anyway, we are the Sudden Knot,
Yes.
and I am Desi, and this is Johan, and we have the invisible Aree here, who just said, okay, wrong button.
In the chat.
But you can turn on your camera with the right button.
Yeah.
Hey,
There you are.
made it. Hi, how are you?
You really made it.
Hi, Aree.
I am excited.
Good.
Okay. Where are you?
I am in Norway. I am in the city of Oslo. But this is where I settled. I come from Indonesia.
Mm-hmm. I
Okay.
see.
That's great. Great. And how is the weather now in Oslo?
Weather is, for a Norwegian, it's pretty warm. So it's about 0 degrees.
Okay.
Not enough snow for Norwegians' liking.
Okay.
Oh, I want snow in Brussels. Mm.
But do you do sometimes sports, langlauf or skiing, or do you do that?
I used to be a tennis player.
Okay.
Believe it or not, people don't believe it, but I used to play competitively.
Oh, good.
Wow,
Okay.
nice.
Are you still play
Okay.
tennis now, or?
No, I think since I moved to Scandinavia, the weather is just not accommodating to play
Yeah.
tennis
Yeah.
because you only have a few months in a year.
True.
Yeah, maybe indoor tennis. I don't know.
You can do some indoor tennis, but those tend to be very booked. It's hard to get because there's not many of them.
Yeah.
It's not like skate where you would have 20 courts every time.
Okay.
I usually ask our guests to tell us something interesting about themselves, but you already said you played tennis. Maybe there is something else interesting and curious you'd like to share?
Okay. I have an Erdos bacon number of 8. And I'll explain what that is.
Yeah, please.
So, do you know the actor Kevin Bacon?
Mm-hmm.
And then there's also the theory of that the 6 degrees of separation, that you are always a friend of a friend of a friend.
Yeah, there
Yes.
was a movie about this.
Yes.
Right. And then a bacon number means how far are you removed from collaborating in a movie, which collaborated with someone with
Ah,
Kevin Bacon.
Okay. Bacon number.
And since I've done a mini series, I have a bacon number of 4.
that's pretty close.
Yeah. Okay.
And the other part is why I said an Erdos bacon number is this is a combination between movies and science, because I'm also from science. There's a mathematician from Hungary named Paul Erdos who is very famous, who's very collaborative.
Mhm.
and then you always try to get like a closer number to Paul Erdos.
That's really fascinating. I didn't
Try to
know
do that. I'll try to do that later today.
And when you merge them together, it becomes an Erdos bacon number.
Okay.
So my number 6.
Oh, that's so great. Fun.
Writing
Okay.
this down.
You write it down. I have probably something like 5,300. Okay, so what are we going to do? Yeah, a bit of a standard format. Yeah, we are going to play a little narrative, spontaneous story based on a suggestion. And after that, we have a chat about the things you do, Aree, and your work.
That's super.
The idea. So, do you have a number between 100 and 200? And that will direct me to a page in the Meister's book.
Oh,
And
nice.
I will read a line from that page.
So I like the old improv. You take the first suggestion, so I'll take the first page, which is 100.
100. Okay. Right. Let's have another. Who wants to go?
Okay.
So, right. Let's have another. Who wants to go? Okay, so the Southern Out with Aree and this particular line from the book. Joy.
Right. Who else has a question for the president? The president will come in a few minutes. I'm the press secretary. Just if there's any questions, who wants to go?
I have a question.
Yeah.
Okay. The president, what he prefers to use, a pen or a pencil?
Oh, it's always the pencil. Our president is the most basic, down-to-earth person you can imagine. And mechanical pencils are just too complicated. He is a man of the people, and people are pencils.
Yeah, but like, why? Are there many things he wants to erase?
Maybe you're talking about the human rights record that has never been proved. Anyone else want to go, or you still have something else?
I know. I mean, pencil. It doesn't sound serious enough. I mean, who uses pencils now? Like children in first grade?
That's right. The president is very well connected to the children. He is a man of children. He has 15 different children himself. So you cannot say
From 6 women.
From 6 women, but he divide them equally. So it is 2 or 3 children per woman.
But 6 women, that's a lot, right?
It depends. It means that our president is very popular. They say the more partners one have, then the more they embody the spirit of the people.
When he married with this woman, did he sign with a pencil or with a pen?
Well, obviously a pencil, yes.
So he erased his signature after that.
That is true. It has been erased, but the president still has the state paying the woman in question. Who else would like to have a time to go?
Okay, I will publish my article, but I will be back.
Victor, did you had a lot of tough questions there?
Oh man, that room inside is there's like a bunch of honks.
You know that as me and you're my attaché, yeah, you have to see that my reputation will be always 100% correct. Now, it's important for the elections.
I completely believe that. I support you 100%, sir.
Victor, you know that I appreciate your efforts. How long are you now working for me? 5, 6
I think
years?
6 years in the national state, but if you go down to state level, it was maybe 14 years. If we go back down to when you were running for school president, I guess it's 35 years.
You just bring me my memories back to high school. You were always such a loyal friend, always supportive. You always covered me up if I did something bad.
It's not an easy job, you know.
I know you even went 1 year to prison for me. Remember?
I didn't talk.
I know. No. You're such a good friend.
Thank you. I feel that the loyalty is going to be paid soon.
How do you mean?
You know, it's about the 35-year mark. It's I envision a nice cushy position in the Senate.
Victor, let's be clear. Yeah, you clean up whenever I do something wrong, but I honestly can't offer you a position in Senate.
If you did change the legislation so that you can put people in the Senate, no?
I put Jonathan Richards in the Senate. Jonathan, I have an extremely good deal with him, with his industry. You know?
Yeah.
He will make me rich. And then Sylvia the Decker.
Richer.
Sylvia the Decker, she's also in Senate. My ex-wife. I couldn't resist that because, you know, she knows too much. So,
yeah,
that's it.
I understand why you have to erase the records.
I might ask you to do more things in the future for me, you know, and perhaps take the blame of a number of things. Okay?
1 year. They say if you survive 1 year in prison, then the second and the third year is not a biggie.
Oh, God, man. You're such a friend.
I've answered as much as I can with the vultures in there. I think at some point you have to answer with your own words.
Okay. Well,
there's this one reporter seems very, very much in the know of things.
Okay. No. If she asks too much questions, yeah, come here. If she asks too much questions, offer her some money to silence.
Okay.
We don't want to have negative things in the press.
Yeah. I'll see if she's corruptible as the others.
I'm sure you will do a good job.
Hi. Are you ready to answer?
Yeah. Is it for television or no? Is it television?
It's televised. This one. It's one of the first televised press conferences of the year.
Okay, so I will.
Make it count. I'll just open the door for you. And good luck.
Thank you. Okay, I don't answer too many questions. I just want to say this. In my presidency, in the last 4 years, I've did many good things for this country, and I will after the new elections, remain doing good things for this country. Okay? Good things. I will provide a lot for everyone. Yeah. No questions? Okay. Thank you very much.
The president has left the room, so there is no more questions. Yes, you can all just leave.
I don't have a question. It's not
You
like
can-
a question.
can-
I have a concern.
Can just wait 1 minute until the last reporter just steps out the doors. Just okay. Just, let me just lock the doors here. Yes. No. Yes. We're done. We're done.
Okay. I am a friend with Sylvia, the ex,
the ex-wife
wife of the president, and she told me something very interesting, that the president actually eats the graphite of the pencils, and he is addicted to this. He has an addiction.
That's the. This is off the record, yes.
Oh, sure.
The president has started his political career since high school. In high school, we started all with all the pencils, as every school in this country does, and then he starts to bite into it, and that's when he gets the confidence to be a political leader, to lead a country and give you benefits.
Yeah, but a president with an addiction doesn't look good.
We do have to restock on our graphite every week.
That's a lot of money.
That is a lot of money. We do have a lot of money to the side for members of for appreciation for journalists.
Okay.
So it's a number that you can say, and we will agree.
Okay. I want your position.
You don't want any money? One position?
No, I just want your position. It's so much better than my job. I wanted to be on TV, but I became a reporter.
You want fame?
I want more money. I want fame. I want everything. I want power. You have the power. You're basically the puppeteer.
I do have the. I work my ass off for that.
Oh, I know.
At 35 years handling Antonio, but it was 35 most educational years.
Yeah. See, but if somehow I tell about the pencils, you will lose your job and your career and everything. Or you can give it to me and you can start something else, something different, something new. Just...
Oh, you are a greedy one. You are.
I guess you can sleep on it, and we can meet again tomorrow.
I'll see what Antonio can do for this.
Okay, see you tomorrow.
Victor. Victor, this is your conscience speaking. Don't you have enough of that president who is a false friend?
I put so much into it.
You did. all these years. And what do you get in return?
Nothing. I got a car.
Not,
It was a Prius. It was a new Prius.
but no friendship, no respect.
No friendship, no senate, no respect.
Victor, he's using you.
Don't you think I know that, Conscience? But at this point, it's way too deep. You know how if you have invested so much in it, then it doesn't matter what the cause is. You just have to follow it through.
As your conscience, I don't agree with that. You always have a choice. You always can stop it.
Why didn't you say this 35 years ago? Why didn't you say this 30 years ago?
Well,
Why didn't you?
as a conscience, you learn too. I didn't know either. I was a young conscience.
What did you think as a young conscience? Were you usually a younger person is more ideal, and then they become less ideal as they grow up?
I was also very naive. I thought, yeah, it's okay. Let's go for prison for a year and we see. But that's not good. We should never take the blame for someone else. Do the right thing, Victor.
What is the right thing? Just handing over my position
No,
to her?
no. Make everything public what you know about that president.
Could get into more than 1 year. I could go like 7 times that, which is 7 years.
But then your conscience is clean. And you have peace.
Oh, you are a greedy one too. You just want to do this so you become comfortable.
Yeah, of course, what do you think? What a burden this is. Always seeing the things you do. I don't have a life anymore as a conscious.
You're taking advantage of me. Your image even
No,
looks like
you must be
Antonio.
happy. You must be happy that I'm still here with you. If I could, I would have left years ago. I can't bear it anymore, all the things you do. You never listen. Do the right thing. Think about it. I can't stand it anymore.
I do never listen.
This guy.
Behind the only tree in the field.
I can see you. There is only one tree.
Yeah, it's at least people can see it from the other side. Yeah, so we're half protected.
I am so.
Are you sure you're not being followed?
Of course.
I can show you where the graphite is.
Okay. Can I take pictures?
You can.
Okay, great. And then?
And then you can take pictures of me as well.
Okay, and I get your job, right?
You get my job, but you must put me as the centerpiece of the article.
Yeah, I will. You're the good guy. You will be in my article. You will. I'll give you some credit. Don't worry.
Okay. Just a preview what you will talk to me. Sorry. Just behind the tree.
Pretend you're peeing.
Pretend what?
You're peeing.
Oh,
in the tree.
Wouldn't it be strange if I'm peeing and then there's a woman on the other side of the tree?
Maybe I'm enjoying the tree.
Well, I was in the middle of peeing while waiting for you. Just zip up. Okay. So headlines.
Mm-hmm.
Antonio is a rat. Victor is I don't know what rhymes with rat. That's good. Victor is great. Yeah, Antonio is Aree. Victor is great.
Okay. Great. Oh, nice. Let's go take the pictures.
It's nice in this field, huh? There's good lighting.
Okay.
Just leaning on the tree.
Yeah. And I'm watching the birds.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Watching the birds like a
While, yeah.
visionary.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Oh, that will work perfectly for my article. Nice.
I want to warn you.
Yeah.
Once you take that position, do you have a conscience?
I have no idea. I guess I have somewhere.
Remember that when you're sleeping at night.
Okay.
Yeah. Your conscience might just talk to you.
I don't care, but we'll see. Thank you.
I'll just hide behind the tree.
Okay.
Go back the way you came.
Yeah. It's not the same anymore. Victor being gone. I actually miss him. Yeah. After that article was published, for some reason, yeah, well, I had to convince him, of course, but he took the blame of everything about his addiction with pencils. It was just always Victor, always Victor. I didn't know of anything. Now I have the new attaché. She's very good. Yeah. She even goes a step further than Victor.
Hey, you know that ink is much better than pencil.
Give me the graphite, my dear.
No. Ink is better, trust me. This Victor character, he never offered you ink?
No. I was used to this in high school. No. I love pencils. You know, a pencil is like life. And what you have not. Because a pencil is long, with a sharp point, and you start writing. And it always gets shorter. Just like life. And then you have to sharp it a little bit. You write, until it's so small and short that you almost can't put it between your fingers. And then it slips. And it's over.
And ink is like progress. It's new. It tastes good. It makes your tongue blue. And you can sharp your pencil, but it will be over one day. But with ink, you can always get another one.
Oh, God.
We interrupt this conversation for an announcement on TV from the St. Quentin jail. Yeah, so I just want to say the graphite is not mine. It was all Antonio's. You cannot believe this. I did not bite into any graphite. I can show you the underguard vault. You have to believe the article. The article tells it all. The reporter, look where the reporter is now. She's having such a cozy position for the last 7 years. Antonio, I'm sorry. Antonio, I'm sorry.
You did well, Victor.
I'm still on TV. I'm still on TV.
Oh, people can't see me.
It will look strange.
No, people can't see me.
Okay.
I'm happy. I'm proud of you.
Okay. What do I say? What do I say?
You say that your story. You will never do it again.
I'll never do it again. I've already gone 2/3 of my life anyway. So if I do it again, I won't be repeating it with the same duration.
You will be back 20 years after your prison sentence is over.
We'll be back 20 years in Christmas.
You will be a better person. Tell them.
I will be a better person.
Thank you so much.
You're welcome.
And scene.
How did you find this TV frame?
I don't have it. It's not fair.
You found it too, yeah? It's so nice.
I found it too.
Where is that? Oh, okay. I'm going
Oh, it's a lovely one, yeah.
It's really fun. Hey, thank you very much.
Thank you.
Thank
This
you.
is brilliant.
Oh, that was fun. Okay, well, let me go also for a television because you all look so fine. Yeah, here we go. Oh, that's funny.
So,
yeah.
Aree, tell us more about your improv journey so far.
Okay, cool. I knew improv from watching Whose Line, like a lot, like millions of improvisers do. And then I always thought it's an art that you cannot reach. It's only for the gods,
Yeah.
And then I went to Netherlands. So, ik spreek een beetje Nederlands nog.
Dat is heel tof.
Ja, ik ook.
Dan kunnen we de volgende keer in het Nederlands spelen.
De volgende keer, zou we improviseren in Nederlands.
Yeah.
And then I was in Groningen, which is a small town up in Netherlands, and then there was a group playing there, and then they made it very accessible for me. They gave also some classes. They gave classes because they want to recruit other people, and then I went in. And I was just like, this is my art form, I've tried guitar, that didn't work. I tried piano, it didn't work. I tried theater, it didn't work. But improv just fits, ticks all the boxes.
It clicked.
It clicked, yeah. And this was, I think it was 15 years ago. Yeah, so it was 2005.
Yeah.
Wow.
But we were also in the northern part of the Netherlands, which doesn't have a lot of improv scenes. So we sort of have to figure it out ourselves.
Okay, yeah. You didn't have many teachers. You just had to find out the art yourself.
Right. We had an old book of A Truth in Comedy. And it's like, how does this work?
Oh, that's great. Yeah.
And we did shows with not knowing what we're doing, and then actually like build experience doing the shows rather than from classes. I think it's only much later that I actually took some formal classes in it. By that time, I've already gone maybe 7 to 10 years of doing improv on my own. And then having classes is really fantastic for me because I feel like I already have some kind of style, and then I learn different things that I can plug in and merge and synthesize. Yeah.
That's cool. And then you moved to Oslo. After
I moved. Sorry, go ahead.
Yeah, after the Netherlands, you moved to Oslo.
I moved to Norway, but not necessarily Oslo. I moved to Trondheim, which is right close to the Arctic Circle.
Oh, okay.
So it means that there the sunlight was only 3 hours in the wintertime. And they didn't have improv there, so I had a bit of a break. I had a 3 years break from doing improv.
Yeah.
But I think that's actually the best thing that happened for improv for me, having that break,
Okay.
Mhm.
because then I knew how much I miss it.
Yeah, yeah. If you don't have something anymore, then you know how much you actually miss it. Exactly. Yeah.
Yeah, we are about to have a break, me and Johan, for the holidays, and he's suffering a lot already.
You get to feel how precious it is to you. You know,
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. Now, now in Oslo, you have raised the school. Yeah, the Oslo's first English-speaking comedy theater. Yeah.
that's true. That's true. So after Trondheim, I moved to Oslo. There was some improv theaters there, but there was no English improv theater. So I said, like, okay, it's either I learn Norwegian or I start teaching. So and then I started teaching.
Yeah.
It was a dark basement with 20 people who had nothing to do, and I remember the students was just like, this is free, right? That's the only reason that they joined.
Yeah, because in Oslo everything is so expensive.
Right.
Oh.
And but these guys still stuck on, and then they are now teachers of the teachers of the teacher
Oh,
of the community now.
yeah.
Oh, wow.
We have gone into very quick generation shifts. So I started doing this. I taught a bunch of 20 people in the beginning. Those becomes like the teachers, and then they start teaching and coaching. And then I also made the first house team there, which is called the Improv Speakeasy, which is on a hiatus as well. We're missing it a lot. But the idea was also we build this troupe, show that people, you can do improv as well. So this is the same thing as when I see it in the Groningen in Netherlands. And then people, you can organize yourself, getting a team, and then put yourself on stage. Now we have a very healthy 30 plus teams in Oslo.
30
Teams,
plus.
not people, but teams.
Really? Oh, God.
Yeah, not players, teams. We have hundreds of improvisers in
No.
Oslo.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
And they
But like improvising in English or in
In English,
in
yeah.
English.
Wow.
Oh, God.
Because it's called Improv International.
Yeah.
And it's a very diverse international community. We counted, I think we had something like 80 countries or something like that represented. There's 500 to 1,000 people in the community. We're not sure. We do a lot of drop-ins. So people come in, they take a few, and then they maybe take a break, come in again later on. And then we have level systems. Now we have beginners, intermediates, and then advanced classes. And those this tier teaches the second tier, the second tier teaches the third tier, so that it's like a machine that rolls.
Yeah. I'm really amazed because, in Brussels, in Belgium, where we have a big international community as well. But I think, Desi, we have
we have much less.
5 troops or something.
Yeah.
And 2 troops are like us with 2 people. That's just amazing. Yeah. That you have so many people in English-speaking improv community in Oslo. It's fantastic.
It is way more than I had expected when I started the community. I did not have any delusions of grandeur saying this will be as big as it is. But somehow it struck a certain chord with some people.
Yeah.
A lot of internationals find it as a home for them, where they can be expressive with their culture.
Yeah.
So they don't, they love being in Norway, but they also love to be themselves. And then
Yeah.
improv communities allow you to do that.
Yeah. It's
Yeah.
always a safe space. Well, it should be, and usually is a safe space where everyone can trust each other and you can be yourself. That should be it. Yeah, it's no.
Absolutely,
Yeah.
absolutely. And because we have so many teams, then each team can have their own style. What kind of style they wanna do, instead of having just one person saying this is how the school shall be run. But we have I think a faculty about like 50 teachers now.
I think I will move to. I moved to Oslo.
Yeah, I remember that because we once did a montage. We say like we'll do an all teacher show, and then we had a 40 people cast in one show. That was a lot of fun.
Wow, that's
Amazing.
very impressive.
Yeah.
Very impressive. And you mentioned you also teach, right?
Yeah. So nowadays I teach online. Nowadays I teach. We have Oslo online improv workshops, which are free.
Yeah.
And this comes with the same spirit of the community as we have with Improv. So we're basically just spreading knowledge for free for everywhere around the world. Basically doing very stupid because we're paying for some workshops. We take it and then we teach to other people for free.
Why not?
Why not? Sustainability, maybe.
Yeah.
But it's fun, yeah. And then we give it in a time zone that's Asia friendly.
Okay.
So a lot of Asian countries can benefit
Good.
from that. This is India, Philippines,
Yeah.
Malaysia, yeah.
Yeah.
And yeah, those who in the past have more difficulties getting access to improv.
I think that's also one of the advantages of doing it online now. Yeah, I mean, you have schools and teachers online and so many time zones, so often things which will fit with where you are, and then yeah, you can follow courses. I mean, yeah, if even if places where you don't have improv, you can start with improv online now.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, absolutely,
Yeah.
absolutely. So my goal is try to spark some improv in my home country of Indonesia, because there isn't any.
Okay.
Oh,
That's
okay.
why I've been sort of like touring around Asia, to Philippines, to Malaysia, Singapore, trying to get connected and see why there are improv there but not in Indonesia.
Okay.
So that's
Do you
why
do you have the answer?
Yeah, I don't know. I think it's also as you see, like Indian, Singaporean communities, they and also Filipinos, they do improv partly in English, and then all the resources are in English as well.
Yeah.
So it's just one hurdle less. Can you imagine, like, the first time people do improv, it's very scary, and then if you have to do it in a language that's not familiar
Yeah.
for you,
Yeah.
that might be just enough for you to not try it at all.
True.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
Makes sense.
Yeah. It's
Is
indeed.
there?
Yeah.
Yeah.
No.
Go,
Just,
go, go.
no. Just go on, Daisy. Just say.
Who
Well,
would like another go? Who would like another go?
no, I wanted to ask: is there any genre you prefer to play, or any kind of improv, like short games or long forms?
Oh, I like. I will call this now cultural Armandos.
No.
Ah.
Yes, an Armando is a long form set which comes from monologues, right? So
Yeah.
someone tells a true story about themselves, and then you do a 20-minute improv scene, montages out of it. But what I do now, my efforts are, is in doing monologues in your culture. So like bringing your own culture into the monologue. Like,
Yeah.
this is how I grew up. This is how I grew up in Indonesia. I didn't celebrate certain festivities, but I celebrate these kinds of festivities. I didn't eat this thing, but I eat this thing. So there's a lot of different references, right?
Right.
And then when you have these new references, the scenes becomes really fascinating because these are references you don't normally see in improv scenes. I mean, if for me, because I'm always in the Western Northern Europe,
Yeah.
so I haven't seen these stories being told in improv. Maybe they are doing that in Philippines and Malaysia, but for me personally, it's really fantastic for me.
Yeah. And that's also one of the things which we like to do. If we play with people all over the world, there are always differences, and that's so great. Yeah. I have also a question about you said in your teaching philosophy, you work with joy and making bold choices. Yeah. Can
Yeah.
you elaborate a bit on that?
Um, I think people tend to be very polite in life. And in improv allows you to just like make bold choices and not worry about whether these are right choices or not, because sometimes what reduces the joy from improv is when you start thinking what is what what is the right move for the scene
Yeah.
instead of what's fun for the scene. So I always take if there's a choice, like just go with the fun. Like I think we had the episode with hiding behind a tree, which has nothing to do with the entire story, but I had fun playing just hiding behind a tree.
It was fun.
So sometimes it does take a detour, but it's a fun detour, right? So
Right.
it's by being bold and making mistakes.
Yeah. Awesome. Do you have any future plans or projects, offline or online?
Dreams.
Dreams? Yeah.
My dream is to play with every improvisers around the world.
Oh,
So I had this personal project of mine that I have started since the beginning of pandemic times, which is playing a duo with a person from another country. Maybe it's from my country as well. And then as I start to do that, I noticed that I go into these cultural Armandos that I spoke of, like, and then I've gone to about like it's like 110 episodes now
whoa.
of just doing duos with different people around the world, from Norway to Somalia, South Africa, Poland, Japan, Malaysia, Costa Rica, Brazil. And there's so much very interesting stories, right?
Right.
And
Yeah.
it is like traveling. It is like if you know this episode of this series called Anthony Bourdain's No Reservations or so, that he goes and travels and sees other cultures. So that's just sort of what I'm doing. Like, so what is Costa Rica right now? It used to be inaccessible. Now I can play with improvisers there.
Yeah, exactly. And that's
So
with,
it's a
yeah,
sorry.
with the culture Armando concept, you really are at the heart of it, yeah, immediately. So that's good.
Yeah,
Yeah.
fantastic. So it's called Aree and a Friend, and the friend is like different people.
Yeah.
And I learned so much. I learned about the independence of Costa Rica from that. I learned about rainforest in Brazil from that.
Good.
I learned about the neatness of Japanese culture. It's super. Well, it's a personal project for me. That's I hope inspires people.
Yeah.
Not to watch it, not to watch my episode, but to pursue that they can like, maybe this inspires me to do something similar.
Yes. Yeah. Yeah.
Right.
Okay, great.
My dog just broke in and now he's trying to steal everything around. Yeah. So how can people find you and contact you, Aree?
Oh yeah, so they can find me through my artist page. I don't know why it's categorized as artist, but you can find my name Aree Witoelar as here, just outside the TV box.
Yeah.
Aree Witoelar Improv. and then that will take you to a Facebook page where you can see my works, and then more importantly, you can contact me, say like, hey, I come from this place. You haven't done this an improv scene with this
Good.
place, right? I got some stories for you to tell you.
Okay, we are going to put a link on our page, yeah, so that people can easily find you as well through the link we put on the page. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
And we have another guest. Oh,
Yeah, okay.
so Ari, thank you so much for playing with us. Uh, it was awesome. Many thanks.
Thank you.
Yeah.
This absolute pleasure. Hartelijk bedankt.
Ja, jij ook. Super bedankt. And so let's say goodbye to everyone. And
Bye.
yeah, thanks for watching. Bye bye.